to the Big Ass Cornhole Show with Sean and Dane, the host you know, talking cornhole life and random fun. Grab a beer, let's get it done. From tossing bags to let's wild ride, tune in and join the party, don't you hide. It's the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast time with Sean and Dane. It's always prime. With Sean is done.
And this special, spectacular bonus episode is brought to you by Draggin Bags. Sean, can you show them proudly?
I can.
Yeah, raise your nips. There we go. Look at that.
There we go.
Draggin Bags, greatest bags in the land for all y'all out there. Some sweet new designs just hit. Some our boy KP, Cal Petering.
Yep.
Got his signature series out there. So go do the boy a favor. Pick up his sweet set.
For sure.
Today, drop code BIGASS12 at checkout. You don't have to help him in that way. You can still
those
use
codes
our code.
actually do not work on like the pro signature bag.
Dang it. All
Go
right,
to
so
dragonbags.com.
buy one on KP's and then
Yes,
also
for sure.
buy one with our code because everyone needs two sets of bags,
Yeah.
right? Just in case your
Just in
opponent
case.
has the same
Different
same
colors,
color scheme.
right.
So exactly. All right, so again, dragonbags.com, code BIGASP12 at checkout.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Big Ass Cornhole Podcast. A special episode this week, Dane.
Oh, it's so special.
Because it's not just us. All right, sitting in silence right now, behaving himself, Mr. Jackson Gore. What's going on, man?
What's up? Thank y'all for having me.
Of course, man.
Of course.
This is so this has been a long time coming. You've been on the show before, but I think your dad was the primary guest. Is that correct?
I think so. It was like me, my dad, and my brother.
Yeah. Okay. 'Cause I think you guys just like happened to be like in the background, and we had you guys hop on for a second. But it seems like this is like the perfect time to have you on because you had a really good weekend in Virginia. So let's start with there. Like, so first of all, how are you feeling now? Like, if you had time to like kind of reflect, how were you feeling during that moment? All that stuff.
I'm feeling good, especially like I just won the Open, and then today at my regional, I'd say even better than I did at the Open. I was
Which is
feeling good
nuts.
going into the Open. I had just swept the Rock Hill Regional
Okay.
a couple weeks prior, and I told someone after doubles on Saturday at the Open from back here in my area, I told him, I said, hey, I wish that they would let you bet on minors because you should put $500 on me, and I bet you would win a lot. And he said, I wish I could. And I said, I wish you could too. And I told him, I said, if you bet on anybody else tomorrow, I hope you know you lost your money.
I mean,
Because I'm going to win it. And that's exactly what I did. So I'm just glad I kept my word on
hell
that
yeah.
too.
So what clicked? Like, what did you notice? Like, why did you suddenly have this like newfound confidence? Because not that you were playing bad, but like you seem to be either like all or nothing kind of player. So what was it in your head? Like, what was it? Mechanics? Was it just something mentally? What was it?
I mean, a little bit of both, in my opinion. I'd say the past couple years in my drop-off area, I wasn't practicing as much outside and or practicing anywhere as much as I can.
Okay.
And this year, I told myself that, especially with the, like, I think it's 100 pros next year.
Yeah.
And then also a cutoff of half with the juniors. I said that I got to prove my point that I belong in the pro division still, and told myself to practice every day that I can. I got a great place to play at called Crave Cornhole. It's like 15 minutes from my house.
Nice.
We've got a key to the place, and we can go practice whenever we want almost. And I appreciate Mickey Cook and Jennifer Cook for letting me do that.
Oh yeah.
But really, it was my parents who also kept me in, like, playing. Like, I was gonna take a break after last year, but I had some success in the off season, and they also talked me through it, and they kept me playing. So, and they always take me everywhere. So I really want to shout out to my parents. They really helped me through this, and I think it's going great so far.
So you're off to a good start.
I know a lot of people were like concerned about my bag change, but if I'm a pro, I said I could throw whatever bags. So
Okay.
I'm really liking the Rippers right now. So
mean,
do
obviously
whatever.
things are going well right now. I mean, all the changes have been a positive thing. I've always been interested. Do you think, like, obviously, I think a lot of you younger guys have been really good so fast because you have the opportunity. Like, you have more time to practice, right? Less responsibilities, all that stuff. Do you think that you even have like an added advantage because you live with another pro and you throw like, do you guys practice against each other? Like, do you think that is why, like, you guys were so good so fast?
A little bit and a little bit not,
Okay.
because like a shocker to it's going to be a shocker, but Jake really does not throw as much as I do
Okay.
in the driveway. Like if we plan on going live on our like on Facebook
Yeah.
or something, he'll play like I'd say like 3 matches and then play like 2 off of live feed.
Okay.
But normally I get him to play like 1 or 2 matches. Like if it's not like he don't like to throw that much outside for some reason, and I get it, but so like that's why I say part of it yes and part of it no, because he doesn't really practice as much as me.
Okay.
So but yeah, I guess you could say a little bit. I know a lot of people don't have pros near them that they can throw against all the time.
What does practice look like to you? Like, are you you like to play against somebody, or are you like, hey, I'm gonna go throw like a deck around, like open board? Like, what do you like to work on?
So it depends on the day, really. If or like I like to watch every single match I have on a live feed court. So like, let's say I was slacking at one shot. Some days I'll practice doing that shot. But most of the time it's either I like playing games like say I have 2 sets of bags.
Yep.
I'll like play like go each side.
That's literally the only way I get to play anymore. Is I play
And
against
then-
myself. Yeah. Now, okay.
I
I have to ask you the question.
Yeah.
Do you?
It's
This is
specific
very
ways.
important. Do you, when you are playing against each other, do you always have like a favorite set or a side that you want to win, like secretly? Like, you're not that you're
You
trying
can't
any
tell the
different.
other side.
You can't. Yeah, the other side
the other
doesn't know
side can't
about
know,
it.
but
like,
you know deep down.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, right? Yeah, there's always a favorite side. There's always is.
Like, these are the ones I'm going to throw all
And
tournaments. So this one better
I always
win.
get pissed if the side that I want to win, like the bags that like I
dude.
think I'm better with,
Uh-huh.
I'm not or not winning. I'm like, how am I better with this set? Like, it's tangible
Yeah.
proof.
Yeah.
It's right there that you were better with the other set. So I don't know. I was always fun.
So one more little caveat: do you
Yes.
step over in between each bag and throw, or do you just throw 4 and then step over and throw
Oh,
4?
this is very important too.
Oh, I go 1 bag at a time.
Okay, yeah,
all right,
exactly.
so I'm not
Yeah.
crazy. So
No.
when people see me step over the board and throw one, all right, good. I'm not alone.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, but it's one time we're in agreement.
It really, I know, isn't that crazy? Kind
Shout
of
out to
thing.
Tom Stranger. He's another,
If I'm-
you know.
Correct.
If I'm not doing that though, I'm
Yeah.
playing like the Ghost Expert on Scoreholio or whatever
okay.
that is, the toughest Ghost.
I got you.
whatever it
Okay.
is.
Yeah, that's I'm not that one.
So they have a tougher than like a 6. That's all I ever get up to.
So
I want to
you-
win, damn it.
So you were at you guys had a regional today, right?
Mhm.
That go well in singles, I heard.
Yeah. So I started off. So we don't really get a lot of like open players at that regional.
Okay.
But we still, I think, had 13 in open singles.
Okay.
And because they split advanced and open at that
Yeah,
one.
I got you.
In doubles, I threw good. I threw over a 10 for the whole tournament. So did my brother. We got second. It was all my fault, though, honestly, in the last game. We had to double dip. We won the first game pretty good. Like, it was like 21 to under 10, I think. And then we came up short. It was 14-13. I gave up an 8 spot. So,
Okay.
And I just lost focus for like a couple seconds. And next thing I know, I'm throwing like I was a couple years ago. I was like, what are you doing? But in
Happens to
singles,
the best of us.
in singles, I started off good. I started off 3-0. I beat I played this talented kid named Talon Gardner from my area.
Okay.
He was shooting really good in doubles. He played with Frank Monlin in doubles. They got 4th, but he was shooting
Okay.
like 10s and 11s.
Okay.
I beat him throwing an 11.09 and then beat Jordan Power. He threw a 10.53. I threw an 11.26, I believe.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's how we do it.
And I beat
Almost
him 21
perfect.
to 8. And then I beat my brother in the king seat through he threw like a 10.09 and I shut him out.
Okay.
I threw an 11 to something again
Okay.
in that game.
Okay. Hey,
And then
listen.
in the finals I won. It wasn't an 11 something. but I finished with a 10.82 on the day, mainly because Jake, he was like, "This is boring." In the finals, I got up and he just started like every time I left the bag short, he was just trying to bar soap it off the back of the board just to tank my PPR.
It worked a little bit.
Yeah.
It did. I mean, I threw a 9.6, which is low for today.
So okay, so I want to ask. So you and your brother are playing together this year. You guys started off together, twin terrors, and then you guys decided, hey, let's play with somebody different, and now you guys are reunited. How much behind the scenes went into you guys deciding ultimately to play together? Were you guys each other's first choice? Did you guys both want to partner up? I know, and obviously I don't want you to speak for him, but for yourself.
So it wasn't the first option.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie about that. It was not the first option
For either one of you, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
For me, it kind of was because I never had anyone hit me up in the off season. But he had a plan. I'm not gonna
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine.
He had a partner, and the bag sponsor could never they couldn't find one that would be willing to sponsor both of them as a team.
I got you.
So then my plan was already to go with AAR, mainly when they gave me their offer, I didn't have a partner yet, and they gave me the offer they gave me. I couldn't say no. So,
okay.
Then some things kind of I was just going to get randomly paired with whoever was on AAR.
Yeah.
Maybe he talked about at the time, Noah Almanza didn't have a partner yet.
Okay.
So that was one of them. But then he ended up, since me and Jake played together, him and Cameron played together. Or something. I don't know. Something like that. But then Jake, the thing with that partner fell out. And I told him, I said, I don't have a partner yet. If I could talk to the people at AR and see if they'll sponsor us. And I did, and they said they would. And I said, well, let's play together. Then he agreed at first, and then kind of when he heard that Brad had other players that were still free agents that he could put him with, he was like, well, I want to hear who he has. And I'm like, you already agreed to play with me though.
Well, does that piss you off at all?
I mean, a little bit. We're brothers, so
I get it.
I know.
But it would piss me off. If he was looking for other free agents, I was available. I'd be like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a different dynamic. It's professional. It's sport. I get it.
Should I take down the post about me looking for a TCL partner?
Yeah, I mean,
okay. Sorry. Were we supposed to play together? Sorry.
No, it's funny. I think
I was looking for a talent. I'm sorry.
We've said many times that we are not the best partners together because and it's kind of tangible proof. I typically do much better when I play with anybody else. I don't know what it is, but I tend to throw much better. Do you find that for yourself, or do you tend to throw better with your brother?
Sometimes yes, and sometimes no.
Okay.
I feel in a way playing with him makes me want to throw good because I know if I miss a bag, I'm getting the death stare. So it makes me not want to miss a bag so I don't get the stare. But at the same time, I do kind of find because I know he's still he's serious, and I like to have fun.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I play with someone that kind of has a lot of fun like I do, then I kind of vibe with him. But it just depends, honestly.
Yeah, obviously,
I like that he makes me not want to miss, but at the same time, I also want to have fun.
Yeah, for sure. No, I get that. No, it's there's a lot behind the scenes when it goes to it. I think a lot of us, and I was one of them, it just assumed that it seemed like it was going to be the smarter thing, right? And the only reason I'm asking this question is because I think you were among a very short list that I had of top prospects heading into the draft. I thought it seemed like a no-brainer that you were going to end up throwing on the same team as your brother. It didn't turn out that way. So I was just surprised. So when I heard that, I'm like, I wanted to ask, was it the first option for you two to throw together, as pro partners?
Like on like the pro team.
Yeah, no, I just saw once they decided not to draft you and go a different direction. To me that just was like, oh, all right, well maybe they're already playing as pro partners. They also don't want to be on the same team and then maybe have to throw again. They just want to throw with other people. I get that. It makes sense to me.
Part of it was I was messing around with Logan Chamberlain at the draft.
Okay.
And I guess he took me way too serious. But like last year when I was on a different team as Jake, we had like, we weren't partners last year. So like it was all about his team being better than my team and all this and all that. And I jokingly said to Logan at Rock Hill, I said, if you draft me, I'm not gonna try. And I'm like in a joking way though. Like, of course I'm gonna try because I'm gonna want to make money. But I guess he took it like serious, and that's
fair enough.
Which I'm fine with the team I'm on now.
Who did you end up getting drafted by again?
The Missouri Mays.
That's
I think
right.
we have a great team.
Yeah,
they
you guys
did,
do have a
man.
good
I
team.
tell you what, going through the draft, they did a very nice job. You guys have a good squad. I like the pieces you guys.
Like I dropped all the way to I think 8 or 9 is when they picked me. And then 14 we got Austin Cameron to play with Vincent Frisch.
Yep.
And then at 19 we got Colin Hodet, which in my opinion is a steal for the second round.
Oh, dude, he's good, man. Like, and I don't just not enough people know of him yet. You know what I mean?
He's from an area with not much around.
He's good.
So like,
we sponsored him this year. He's one of our sponsored dudes, so he's a very talented guy. Going back to like kind of like your up and down, right? Because you guys kind of burst onto the scene, and here you were like these twins that were just, you guys were like tiny little dudes, and you're just kicking the shit out of everyone, and it was so fun to watch, and you guys were so animated, and you wanted to win so bad, and you guys were competitors, and everyone, it was just fun to watch, right? And then it gets more serious because you guys join this elite program. This first thing, no one's really sure, or maybe it was called the PDC at the time that when you were in it. I don't even remember. But
I think it was PDC.
Was it PDC? Okay, so way back when, if you're new to the show, like go look back and all that stuff. But this professional development program is basically the ACL. You guys were like the minor leagues. No one really knew what it was, but you guys signed up for it. You guys didn't get the pro card that year. I'm sure that was a little tough, at the time. But you guys step up. You decide to do it. And not only do you do it, but you fucking dominated that year, man. Like, I kept saying, like, why is anyone else showing up? They should just give you a spot in the bracket because you were rolling. Like, and then you make pro, and it just seemed like there was like a dip. So what happened? Like you were going through a crazy growth spurt, by the way, obviously, because like every time I see you, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like I have to keep looking up.
Sean's
now.
Sean's looking up at
even
you
more
now,
so now than I had to before. But so what was it like? Did something happen that like there was like a dip in performance for a while?
So that when we didn't get our pro cards that year and we got into the PDC. At first, when we heard that we didn't make pro, I mean, we were honestly both like we were practicing outside when we heard it, and we were like, "Why should we even do this then?" Like at first, we were totally against doing anything if we weren't a pro, but then we heard our parents, like we let them like fully put it into our brains and tell us about it, and then we were like, "Why not give it a shot?" And we gave it a shot, and I'd say it worked. It, in my opinion, lit a fire under me, saying like that I need to prove that I need my pro spot, and I did. Jake didn't have the like best of year that year, but like he did enough to where he requalified.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I started off the next year fine. I was that's the year that BG came out with the Sorcerers, and that's what I was throwing because I used to throw the Vikings. And then I started throwing the Sorcerers, and my brother really started to like the Wizards.
Okay.
And in my opinion, those were two different bags, like completely. Like the Sorcerers were faster and everything, and the Sorcerers really didn't have a lot of role per se as like the Wizards that he had. So like that year, I grew a lot. I got attacked by a dog. I got in a car accident, and I also tried to, since Jake was doing better, transition to Wizards from Sorcerers. So honestly, that year was a lot of like the growing part didn't really mess with me that much.
Okay.
It was mainly the dog attack. I got attacked by a dog. I had to take a week off, a couple weeks maybe. And then I came back. I played one local tournament, and I didn't throw as good as what I was like before. And I just let it get to me like really bad, saying that like I don't like I suck now. Like I don't like it. Just took a bad like it just put me in this place where I just thought I sucked real bad, and it's definitely took me way longer than I wanted to get out of that. But
What was it that got you out of it, you think?
I feel like it's my parents.
Okay.
I really they like they just I don't really know how to word it, but like they brought me out of this.
I catch you. You have two good ones.
Yeah, you have good parents that are there for you.
Yeah. We're
That's all.
huge fans of your
Enough said.
parents.
Yeah.
I always know like who makes an impression on me when I make it a point to like if I know that they're there, that I want to go see them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your parents are two of those people. So whenever I know that you guys are at a tournament, I always try to go find them, and they're good people. So, and you're smart for listening to them. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like a lot of us look back and like I could tell you probably 100 times I probably should have listened to my parents that I didn't.
Very
You
true.
know what I mean? So, and think about it. You guys are pissed off. You don't get the pro card, right? You sit down and at least listen to what mom and dad are trying to say. And look at you guys now. I mean, you're winning opens. You guys have been requalifying for pro now. And I know you're worried about like 100, like the 100. Like to me, it's funny because I'm like, well, if I was making a list of the 100 best players in cornhole right now, which I know it's not necessarily what's going to happen, but you guys would certainly be on the list.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, without a doubt in my mind.
And my thing is like, you've shown, I know you hadn't won an open until this first one, right? It's a big deal, but you've won the PDC and there were some really good throwers there. And again, you were consistently winning those brackets.
Yeah, and that
it's
was
like,
at a time where
means
like
something.
cornhole was completely transitioning. Like it was changing weekly. I
And
mean,
to me, it always, most recently, it struck me as it wasn't a skill thing with you. It was more of like, it was a confidence thing that like you just needed to go out there and know that you can win. And the fact that you went out and beat Mark Richards, like to me, that's big, man. Like that shows that like, and to me, like I'm assuming you probably have had time to think about that as well. Like that's big, right? Like that's got to be a huge weight off your shoulders, like, and a huge like swag boost a little bit, right? Like that you can beat the best.
It felt great. Like it did. Like I tried not to show like a lot of emotion.
But
during the
why?
game.
Why not?
I mean, I did and I didn't.
Does that take you out of it? Like if you get too emotional, like do you lose focus?
A little bit.
Okay.
It just sometimes it just I don't know. I'm just not me when I'm getting like that. And,
Okay.
So like during the game in the finals, I just wanted to like make people laugh for like everybody that was still like in the
Yeah.
stands or whatever.
Mhm.
Which there wasn't a lot because it was late, but it was still a decent crowd. And so I like mid game started like going back and forth with Jake Brannon because I heard like in like my ears I heard because there's no headphones, like I heard him commentating.
Yeah.
And I had an airmail drag and he was like, is Gore gonna go up? And I threw it and I made it. I was like, you bet I am. And then we just started like every time he would say something, like one time Mark put a blocker in my lane and it's in my lane, but I rolled over and I look at him. I'm like, whose lane?
Yeah.
I was just joking.
It's like
with
the
him.
commentator's worst nightmare is
Yes.
when they can actually hear you.
Oh, dude. And they're right there.
Dude,
They're right there.
the worst. It really is. Because like you want to be honest, but you're not. You don't want to affect the game, and that's my
Exactly.
only thing. It's like as a commentator, you should have zero effect on the game.
Exactly. Yeah. you
And
don't
I'm not
want
saying
anyone
that
to
they
hear
affected you at all. Like it's all in good fun and stuff. You want to banter to it, but yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough.
Definitely when I won, I showed emotion. Yes, I did cry for everyone out there. I did
Good.
cry a little bit.
Good.
But I knew that going into the finals, it wasn't going to be easy. I respect Mark, and I think he's a great player. Obviously, he's shown he's a great player.
Yeah.
He's like top 5 in all time for titles. He's in the GOAT conversation.
For sure.
But and I'm not saying like I think I got one of his good games. Like he shot a 10 something, like a 10-4 something over the 29 rounds we
If
went.
Mark Richards would have won, okay, we would be having the conversation right now. Like Mark Richards is back. Like,
Yes.
is Mark Richards ever going to lose again? You know what I mean? Like that's why, like to me, this is a really big deal because Richards was starting to click again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like here, winning his bracket again it's a hard fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then making it all the way to the finals. You know what I mean? Like it was a really big win. That's what I mean to me. Like this is a step in the right direction. Like I wouldn't want to face you in the first round. You're coming up as first sig. You know what I mean? Like you're finally starting to click on all this stuff, and like that's scary for the rest of the league, but it's great for you. It's just like it's great for you.
I definitely say Mark is definitely back. No, like even if he lost to me, he definitely shot great all day, and I know it kind of sucked for him because he had to wait on me because I had to wait on the Cash and Jamie bracket.
Mm-hmm.
They started the Final Four. Like Colby Shear played Mark, and they were playing when that finals with Jamie and Cash were playing,
and that was a long match.
That was a long match, and then he had to wait for that match to finish, and then me and whoever won that, which was Cash. So then he had to wait for me and Cash to play, and then he had to play, which I bet he was tired. I mean, I was tired too, and I didn't have to wait as long as him. But I'm glad I got it done. It feels great because I've been so close a couple other times. Like last year at the Vegas Open, I got second overall to Harbaugh, and then again at the first Open, I got second overall to Harbaugh. Also, this is my first time ever playing Mark in singles. I've played him a lot in doubles actually, but this is the first time I've ever played him.
That's kind of
cool.
wild. That's wild.
That's
cool.
Cool.
Okay, this is a little fun fact. So you're 1-0 against Mark Richards. That's pretty solid. It's a good start.
We're pretty even in doubles, I think.
Okay.
It's a funny fact though, because I think I played him like once or twice with Sammy.
Okay.
And I know we lost one at least. But with Shibby, I think we've played Mark and Tony like 6 times. I think it's actually crazy. And I think we're pretty even in the like series, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
We might be ahead by 1 game, but for it's either even or by 1 game.
I'm just happy it worked out in the fact that like you played Cash first and then you finished it with Richards.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from Cash, but like again, beating Richards for first overall rather than just like in the play for third place game, like it just means more, I think.
For sure. Yeah.
But all right, so it's Christmas season.
It is
right?
Christmas time.
What is your guys like family traditions? Like, what do you guys like? What's your typical like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day like?
Normally on Christmas Eve, I believe we go to either my aunt's or grandparents' house, and we see whatever gifts they have.
Love it.
On Christmas Day, though, we normally just chill. Honestly, watch like some Christmas movies, and
okay.
Probably this year, it'll probably be the same thing. We'll probably throw, I bet, outside or somewhere. But yeah, I told my parents, I'm like, I don't even know what I haven't made a Christmas list yet. Like,
oh man, you run out of time, dude.
I mean,
I don't want anything though.
But what's the one thing? Like, what's the one thing that you're maybe scared to ask your parents for?
I can't really think of anything. That's the thing. Like I told them, I'm like, I have everything I want right now. Like all I care about is spending time with my family.
Well, that's a good outlook to have for sure.
See, I mean, it doesn't have to cost anything to ask for that. There you go.
Very true. Very true.
It's called a grown-up Christmas list. There's
are
a
you
song
guys
about it.
Are you guys like sports fans too? Like you guys watch sports or?
Yeah, I watch. I'd say like a little bit of MLB, not a lot.
Okay.
I normally watch towards when the World Series.
Yeah, that's fine.
The playoffs
it's
happen.
like most baseball fans.
Except this year's was ruined, but that's neither here nor there.
I like college football.
Okay.
I'm a Gamecocks fan.
Okay. I'm sorry, but it's okay.
I
cheer
like
for
watching
something,
NFL, NBA, and then MLB.
Okay.
Who's your team for the NBA?
Yeah.
NBA, I like the Warriors. I'm a big Steph Curry fan.
You should watch the
would be.
Cavs this season. They're really good.
Yeah.
I know they're really good this season. I got
be cool if you did.
I got Donovan Mitchell on my fantasy. He's been going off. So
It's a good one to have.
and I got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been going off too.
SGA, man. Yeah,
Did he just drop like 40 last night or something like that?
He's nasty, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he was crazy.
That dude's bananas.
I can't believe the Thunder are good again.
It's like they've never. I mean, they had like one down season, and they're just back there.
I know
mean,
it's like it's like unfair.
they
Like,
literally found this kid that just looks like the next Jordan. It's unreal.
All right, so you said on Christmas Day, you guys will sometimes like turn on Christmas movies or whatever. I want to hear your. We're doing a tier talk here. I want tier talk of of Christmas movies.
Okay.
What are we doing? Like
So
for
you
tiers?
start with an honorable mention, all right, or 1 or 2, and then you go 3, 2, and then your number 1 is last.
Okay. Honorable mention, Home Alone, and
That's an honorable mention. Wow. All right, bold.
hold on. I gotta think, dude. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I have no honorable mentions.
Okay.
I can't remember names of Christmas movies, so I have bad memory.
I mean,
It's
you
all
can.
good.
Hey, you can
Whoa.
describe them.
We're a wealth of knowledge.
I'm pretty good at guessing things.
I'll do my 3, 2, 1. I don't. My third, I guess I'll put Home Alone then. My second is Polar Express,
Okay.
Okay.
That's solid.
and then my first, I'm a big fan of Elf.
Oh, okay.
There you
That's-
go.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
I mean,
that.
Elf is
Nothing wrong with
hard.
Elf.
It's
Yeah,
just you can turn that on at any point in the year.
exactly.
Dane, you wanna
beautiful thing.
go ahead?
All right. Let's see. Honorable mention. I'm gonna go back to the classics. Give me A Year Without a Santa Claus.
Okay.
I do always like that claymation classic. Let's see. Number 3. Give me The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. The OG was always a classic. Grew up with it. I loved it. Number 2. I got to go with Christmas Vacation. Another family classic that we watched all the time and always had on. Then number 1, and I believe I said this last year as well, and I will always die on this horse. It is Die Hard. Die Hard all day. It is a Christmas movie. I don't care what Bruce Willis says.
Okay. So I cannot. So typically what we do is like I can't repeat what Dane says.
Yes.
All right. So
All
any of
right.
those movies. So it makes it a little harder on the second person. All right. So man, I don't even know if I'm gonna have an honorable. So I'll go honorable mention OG, like the classic Rudolph.
It is a good one.
Yeah, I
too.
mean, just
Yeah.
like you got to know all the references.
I didn't want to
and
just
stuff.
rattle off all of them, but
I know,
like,
thank you.
Frosty's another banger. Like, I mean, you can't go wrong.
Number 3, Jingle All the Way. Just watched it this morning with the kids. Little Arnold Schwarzenegger, Turbo Man. It's like classic 90s like garbage movie, but I absolutely love
All right,
it.
but Sinbad is low key
Oh, he's
the
hilarious,
hero
dude.
of
Oh my
that
God.
movie because he
He's
is
so
very
funny.
funny in that movie.
I forgot how fun. And now watching it as an adult, way better experience.
Yes,
Like,
exactly. It's very subtly funny.
My number 2 is Christmas with the Cranks, another Tim Allen movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly
I
recommend it.
have
It's very
seen it.
solid. And then
Jamie Lee Curtis too.
my number 1 typically would be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, right? But I
Yeah.
can't say it,
Mhm.
right? So in this instance, this can be 4 Christmases.
Okay, it's
Vince
weird. I
Vaughn.
did not expect any
Vince
of those
Vaughn.
to be in. I know that
It's
movie.
great,
Yeah,
great
it's
movie.
hilarious.
Dude, he cracks me up with that movie.
I mean, it's
love
John
it.
Favreau. I mean, whatever that dude touches
Dude,
is
so
pure
good.
comedy gold. So
Love
I mean,
it.
I get it.
Well, I
Yeah, I didn't expect
dig,
it.
I had to dig deep.
I got a question.
Shoot.
So, I think this is a Christmas movie, but what's the one with Jack Frost in it? Like where he
Jack Frost?
Uh huh. I don't.
Oh,
the dude
oh.
that freezes people or
Yeah.
something like
Oh,
that.
no. That's you're talking about.
Is that a Santa Claus? Like
Yes,
the
it
Santa
is.
Claus?
It's yes, correct. It's the most recent Santa Claus one. It's like the 4th iteration of the
Oh,
Santa
okay.
Claus. Yes. Yes.
That'll be my honorable mention. Then
Okay.
I like that one.
Oh, you know the other one I should have mentioned. Honorable shout out to this one, Fred Claus with Vince Vaughn.
Oh, they have that
is
one?
very good.
You know,
that
I
could have
mean,
been my top 4 too.
I'll give Bad Santa a nod too.
I gotta
'cause,
watch it again. It's been a few years. I just gotta get
I
reminded.
mean, it's just a dirty, funny.
I know it's just not kid
Christmas
appropriate. So
movie.
like finding those like 2-hour chunks is a little tough these
for sure,
days.
yeah,
But
exactly.
but I can get away with like 4 Christmases and
for sure
some of that
yeah,
stuff.
having that on.
For sure. All right, so we made cookies tonight.
Yes.
Right? Like it was like the holiday season kind of thing. So what are your favorite like Christmas like treats? Like what are you looking forward to? Like we did chocolate covered Oreos like just tonight and like just a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, dude, it was fat kid's dream tonight. So like what was your like what are your go-to like Christmas stuff? Like what do you look forward to?
I don't know what they're called. I'm so terrible at
That's
like,
okay.
names.
Describe it to us.
You can get them. Gosh, it's like the like tiny cookies, and they have like the snowman ones. And
Oh yeah. You're talking about like the breakables. Yeah. I
like
have
the ones
those.
it's
Yeah.
like 5-10 minutes to make.
Yeah, Pillsbury like sugar cookie.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
those, yeah.
I have a Tupperware of those in my house right now. Like, anytime my kids are like being annoying, and I'm like, "Oh, you guys want to make cookies?" Like, we just have
them out and throw them on there.
If they think they're cooking and they stick them on, I throw them out and keeps them calm. My son will sit there for 10 minutes staring at the oven like a psycho, and he'll let me know when they're done.
So, were you like no frosting on your sugar cookie then? Are you like a sociopath?
I don't like frosting on the sugar cookies.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Are you a chocolate or vanilla cake person?
Chocolate for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, chocolate with chocolate or chocolate with vanilla icing?
I'm gonna lean towards vanilla. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. All right. So a little balance there. What about ice cream? What are your go-to ice cream flavors? Like your favorite?
I love
You get
chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, all right. Yeah. It's
Easy peasy. Yeah.
Done. All right.
Little half baked
Okay.
action from Ben and Jerry's.
Or
Yeah,
changes
sign me
his
up.
life.
Or peanut butter cup.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Yes, you'd be just fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can still be friends.
He's getting bad. Just
All right,
fine.
so you're a young dude, right? You're obviously not cooking a whole lot, so I'm sure like you're very head on into the fast food game. Like, what is your like go to like stops for fast food?
My parents would probably tell me I'm lying if I don't say this, but I love Zaxby's. It's so good. I love Zaxby's.
What do you get at Zaxby's?
I there's three things that I like change
Shuffle
from.
around.
There's
Okay.
the chicken bacon ranch loaded fries. They are really good.
Okay.
That's scared
And
me.
then it's the wings and things or whatever. I get the boneless. I'm not a wing. I'm not I'm a boneless. I'm a chicken nugget kid.
All right, well, you'll grow up one day. It's all right.
And I just hate how messy my hands get.
I get it. I get it.
That's why they make napkins. It's all right.
And then it's called a chicken finger plate, and you can go from like 4 chicken fingers to 6 chicken fingers on your
Okay.
plate. I always get just the 4, but for your sides, it's supposed to come with fries and coleslaw,
Okay.
but you can also get double fries or like fries and a toast.
Oh.
I always get double fries. And if their fries are seasoned good, like I get a cup of extra seasoning, I'll just drizzle.
All right, so you have chicken fingers. What are you dipping the chicken fingers into? Can you tell I'm hungry, by the way? I didn't eat
Honey
dinner.
mustard or
okay.
ranch.
All right.
Honey mustard that's always a safe bet for me.
Have you had Cane's?
I have. I think it's dry and like it's good, but like it's kind of dry.
You didn't go to a good Cane's then.
Yeah, I was say really. That's it. Ours is like
never
the
had.
opposite.
Yeah, I've never had a bad.
That's interesting. Okay.
A dry tender from Cane's ever.
I can say like
And,
if you can like shit on their like French fries or like crinkle cut,
Yeah,
like,
those
takes
those
zero
are
effort.
Good.
You know what I mean?
Those
Sorry.
normally they're like super salty wherever I go to.
Yes,
They're,
I
like,
would agree with that.
too salty.
If it wasn't for the sauce, like I would just probably never go back there again.
Like who designed the crinkle cut fry?
Yeah, like they
It's
gotta
so-
change that up.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like,
they really.
This isn't '80s hairstyles. We don't need crinkles in our fries. Just make them normal.
Yeah,
You savages. Like,
Can I get my top 3 fast foods?
yeah,
Yeah, let's
please.
do it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
So-
get off in a tangent. So
Number 1's obviously Zaxby's.
Okay.
Number 2 though, and I kind of just got on this one because I just started. Like I've never had it till like a couple months ago.
that's fair.
Jack in the Box.
See, we don't have.
yeah,
these
we don't
by
have.
us. Damn it.
We don't have either
But
one of
I
these.
know
by
I
us.
would like it. Like
Yeah.
there's
If you-
consistent.
If you go to Worlds, there's one like 5-10 minutes from the Rockville Sports and Event Center. You should try it.
Yeah, it's like that. It's
I-
probably the only restaurant like in a 5-block radius. It's open past like 9 o'clock.
Down with
It's,
that.
yeah, the one near me is open 24 hours.
Oh,
So
Okay.
All right. So
we
when we do
ordered,
track,
Sean, we did that. That's what we
holy
ordered
shit, you're right. We
at
did.
Worlds the one day at like
You're
1
right.
a.m.
Because don't they have like
100%.
tacos and stuff too?
the mini tacos.
Yes.
the-
Because somebody who was with us
Dude,
and they
yeah,
ordered
and they were
tacos. I'm like,
like,
what?
yeah, can we
Who
get
ordered fucking
tacos?
tacos? All right. No, we did go there. Yes, it's. I don't recall a whole lot of the meal.
We've
but
been
it was
we've been
pretty
there
good.
twice. The other time I believe was with Dan in Arizona.
Is that where we went?
Yeah,
I think you might be right.
or was it California? Well,
I don't know. We went to some hot dog place one time.
I think
and
maybe it was.
I can't remember. Dude.
Yeah, it might have, I can't remember, but
We-
yeah,
I-
we've.
Random
I remember
fast food.
late
I'm
night,
never
yeah.
driving for those. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, I agree. All right, what's your number? What's your number 3?
This is where it gets tricky because I have a couple.
Well, you can give honorable
Yeah,
mentions.
Yeah, you can
too.
go 4, 5, 6. You
Alright.
just started going, so list off whatever you want.
There's no rules. That's
Number
great.
He's looking for
3
sponsors.
Number 3, I'm gonna have to go with I'm trying to make sure I choose the right one.
This is
Um,
major.
I'm gonna have to go with Bojangles.
Oh, okay. Again.
Another one. Yeah.
Damn
there's,
it. All right. So what else was on your list? I'm interested. What else were you choosing
Okay,
between?
so my honorable mentions, I have a couple. Wendy's. I like Wendy's.
Okay. Very solid.
I like their fries.
Yes, I
Their
agree.
fries are really good. Then I could go with, I don't know if it's technically considered fast food, but Panda Express.
Okay.
I give that
Yeah,
the nod
I
for
think
fast
so.
food. Yeah. They have drive-throughs.
I really enjoy fried rice and then beef and broccoli.
Ooh,
Okay.
All right.
And then my last honorable mention is hold up, I gotta think about the name. It'll come back.
We're waiting on pins
Five
and
Guys.
needles.
Five Guys.
snacks.
Yeah, for sure. It's just it'll cost you like a mortgage payment
Yeah.
to
I know,
go there, but
it
it's
is
so expensive. It's so
I
crazy,
don't
man.
go there a lot. I don't go there a lot just because the price is.
I don't disagree. Like I think burger wise, they might be my favorite burger place, but like
Exactly.
God damn. Like do you know how much food I can get from Taco Bell?
I mean, do you want to?
Exactly. Taco Bell is
I'm
good.
sorry, boys, but I gotta crap on your hearts. Five Guys is overrated, man.
It's good. Are you serious?
Overrated. I'm sorry.
On
I
a
could
taco-
get a better burger from 4 different places within 5 miles from
Fast
us than-
food wise, though?
Yes, 100%.
Where?
I mean,
I want to hear them.
Have you ever been to Muyas?
I've not.
100%
It looks cheesy. I can't.
better burger.
Okay, I'll try it. I
Better
can't say.
burger.
All right.
Brown bag lunch, North Olmsted. Better burger. It's the exact same thing. Better.
Okay.
Swenson's. Better.
Oh man,
Swenson's
I
all
would
day.
say Swenson's would probably be the closest comparison. Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's not none of those are really around us.
Yeah, there's one in North Olmsted now.
Yeah, I know, but like, okay, I guess if you want to consider that fast, I'll count
Still
it.
within
But
5 miles.
Fair
As a
enough.
crow flies.
Does this-
Come on now.
Does
Fair
this
enough.
count? So if this counts, I'm gonna put this as my other honorable mention. If so not just like one by itself, but like the KFC Taco Bells, like when they're combined.
The joint ones, yeah. So you get a little
Yeah.
fried chicken and some soft tacos.
I get the Doritos Locos tacos.
Okay,
That's
do you ever
awesome.
put the
Hey.
chicken inside of that taco from KFC?
No, I
See,
Hey.
now you
I
got
get-
homework.
Doesn't count.
from KFC. I get the famous bowl.
All right, so now take that famous bowl and just put it right inside of like a burrito from Taco Bell.
I thought it was gonna be like kind of like a borderline restaurant.
Yeah. He's like, can I put chilies in there? Sizzler.
Does it count if it's two in one? No, that's called being smart. Like I mean, like I should have said all those. Like I'm so dumb. Like,
Look at what is there? Pizza Hut and
Oh, that's good.
some kind of chicken joint now together.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That was good.
If like in that realm of though, like to me, Penn Station is like the one spot. I don't
Yeah.
really do fast food that often, but if I'm gonna do it, it's usually Penn Station.
I would say like I'm 100%. I've been okay. So obviously they're good because like I'm getting sick of them
Mhm.
because they're like the closest thing to me at work.
Yeah,
So if I'm gonna get something for lunch, like it's just safe.
just right there. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just hard to beat the chicken teriyaki there.
Dude,
like, oh my
right?
god,
There's
damn, I don't know what
you
they put in the
need-
chicken.
Yeah, you don't need
Like, stop.
anything else.
But it's good.
Just
Yeah,
chicken
it's good.
teriyaki sub.
Very
Penn
true.
Station.
Very true.
Never had it. It's time to order it.
Yep. We did have one listener question. Let me pull this up real quick. It was kind of along the same lines of some of the stuff we had been talking about, but I want to make sure I didn't miss any of the.
Can you beat your brother in an arm wrestling match?
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know. I have wrist issues, so
Dainty wrist.
that's why
but
I
got
got
leverage.
these acupunctures in
Okay.
right here. They help with the pain so much. Like I got them all up my arm
Well, what about
Oh.
lefty?
easily. I am clean with my left hand. Like it's insane. I threw at a switch with my left hand at Crave.
I'm not
one
talking
night.
about cornhole. I'm talking about arm wrestling.
For sure. My lefty's strong.
So, one question. So, Jonathan wanted to know how did you approach the weekend prior to your singles matches, and what did you do to prepare?
So so like the confidence thing really about like I told the person
Yeah.
that I was gonna like you should bet 500 if you could and all that. Between every match though, I would text that person and because they would text me after they saw me win every match and they were like saying like good game or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I just kept saying, I told you That's all I said with a period.
So
I said,
it
"I
is. It's
told
just a
you,
confidence thing.
period."
You just believe that you're going to win.
But definitely between games, normally it's just my wrist and my elbow that give me pains, but it was my shoulder and like all the acupunctures fell out before Sunday. Um, so I was hurting because when they're not in, it hurts a little bit. So my shoulder, I felt my shoulder like keep like
Have you had
like
that? Have you
it
had
was
that
worse
looked
than
at?
everything. Huh?
Have you had that looked at?
I had my wrist. I did an MRI on my wrist.
Yeah,
They
that's not
said
gonna
they
show
found
anything.
like a tiny cyst, but it doesn't mean
That's not
anything.
gonna call. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna talk about this off the air. All right. All right. So we're gonna let everyone go, but thank you very much for joining us, man. This has been a lot of fun. It was very nice to have you on as like a formal guest this time, not just pawning off your dad's fame. So
I appreciate y'all having me. I
Of course,
really
man.
enjoyed it.
oh yeah, and
Yeah,
we'll
man.
see, and we're gonna be at more tournaments and stuff. So we'll do some fun
See you
stuff like in
around.
person stuff. We got to do something like brothers versus brothers. We have to do something.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
now that I
Me-
am,
is you
an
do me?
amateur pro, I'm calling instead of semi-pro.
Do we
I'm
play
going
them, but they have to
amateur
play us
pro.
in their offhand?
I'm down
That'd
with
be
that.
fun.
That'd be
It'd
kind
still
of fun.
kick our ass.
I
though.
know.
Like, how bad
That's what
gonna
I'd be
look.
funny. Yeah, exactly. We suck anyways. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It's very
but-
true.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
it should be like if we do normal hand, we should do like me and Sean or me and Dane, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
the other gets the other. And
Oh,
then
for sure.
we could do like that, but we throw opposite hands and you throw normal hands to see like a duel between like.
Okay.
Yeah,
can I ask-
Jackson, I'll tell
who
you
are
right
you?
now, we're playing together.
I was just gonna say,
All
who are
right,
you?
because I take
knew
the same
it.
approach you do. Sean is very much your
Oh, yeah.
brother. Takes it, serious. They would be locked in. They would hype each other up.
Oh,
we
yeah.
would just laugh at them just being goofy.
Well, your
Yeah.
brother chirps a lot too, so I feel like we could.
Yeah.
we'd be chirping a lot.
But
He might chirp at you. He might chirp at you.
But you know-
I need it.
what we
Sometimes
would
I
do?
need that though.
you know what we'll do though is you would throw against Sean,
Oh,
and
man.
I would throw against your
for
brother
sure.
because
I can get in Jake's head from the other end. It's
yeah.
all right.
And honestly, the chirping, I would just laugh. Dude, that's cute, man.
It's so true. I'd fall apart so fast. I really would. All right, let me go to the secrets. All right, well, folks, hope you guys enjoyed this bonus episode. We'll be back with you with more regular content next week. It's gonna be Christmas week, so it's gonna be a weird one.
Yeah,
it's probably
Christmas
gonna.
time is
We're
here.
gonna. I think we have an interview scheduled. But it'll probably be a shorter episode that week. So hope you guys enjoy the holidays. We will have an episode out on Christmas, but we get it. It's busy and stuff.
Maybe
but,
it's just like a half hour of sleigh bells.
oh, wouldn't that be funny as hell? Wouldn't that be funny? But thank you to all of our Patreon peeps. We truly appreciate you. If you are looking to support the show, if you go to patreon.com/bigasscornhole, you can, for the price of a beer a month, you can support the show, get bonus content, all that kind of stuff. Shout out to Draggin Bags. We love you, Dan and team. Go to dragginbags.com. If you use code BIGASP12, you're going to save yourself some money. Except right now is the season where you can go and support like the pros and stuff. If they have a bag release and you like the product, go support the people that they're supporting. I mean, it makes the whole world go round. It's just, and if you like the product, you like the ACL, you like this pro division, like the way we can keep this going is by doing small things like this. And I need a new set of bags anyways. Go help a pro out.
Exactly. Help a brother out.
Help a brother out.
What's up?
For sure. So, yeah. All right. So we'll let you guys go. We'll be back next week. And as always, we hope you throw it straight. That's nothing but 4 baggers from here on out.
Cornhole it.
Later.
Recording stopped.
Beautiful.